Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a general reading about why haven't you heard from them? I'm going to answer questions of what are they focused on, their energy, a yes, no, maybe question, and then we're going to use the pendulum to ask if you should move on. And then there's also a goddess card for a goddess who wants to help you with this situation. Readings are timeless. Timestamps are in the pinned comments. Decks are in the description box. There's also a link to my Instagram for free tarot layouts. I also have a link on there for my link tree that offers information about Fiverr and Etsy where I do readings. And also there's a link to a new kick group that I just started about tarot, like learning and asking questions. And sometimes I go in there and pull cards for the people in the room, and that's really fun too. On my channel, when the camera zooms in, we pull clarifiers on whatever got zoomed in on. We also have what's in the box available. This is where you're going to use your intuition. So you're going to decide what you hear or think of, or maybe you'll hear a song and it will match up with something that's in the box. Intuition is really important on my channel. So if you hear me say something and you know it's not true for you, then you just basically put it back like a shirt that doesn't fit. So this one is Strength, the Green Gem, and Laugh. So let's get started. Okay. So this is for the people who chose Strength. We have what are they focused on? What is their energy? A yes, no, maybe card, and a goddess who would like to help with this situation. And then we'll also be using the pendulum. So as far as what is this person focused on, came up with the World card. So the World is about completing a life lesson. It's the end. So it's basically the end of the Fool's journey. If you know anything about tarot, the very first card is the Fool. He starts out, he doesn't really know anything, going all the way through to the World when there are completion of different things. So this person is kind of wrapping some things up energetically. It doesn't really feel like it has anything to do with you. It's about a life lesson that they've experienced. So their energy is patience. It's really interesting because that's where you should be in this situation, because they're healing something that's really going to help you with the relationship with them. So then the yes, no, maybe question, the answer is maybe. Plan. Go deep within. This is bigger than you are hoping it will be. Search your soul. What do you really want? So you may not have heard from them, but you have to ask yourself, is this something that you really want in order to stay? So then let's use the pendulum here and ask, should the watcher move on? Now, if it lands on the yellow, which is ask a friend, then we use the yes, no, maybe tarot. Okay, so should you move on? It landed on the ask a friend, which is the yes, no, maybe tarot. And the card that came out with that is maybe. Consider the options. Don't get stuck in the details. So you're getting a lot of maybes here because there's a lot of things that you have to decide. So you may not be hearing from this person, and it feels like you don't have any control of that, but you actually have a lot of control in that, because you have to realize that things happen for you, not to you. So this person isn't doing anything to you at all. This is your perception of the situation. So the goddess that would like to help is Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Which is basically, I'm waiting to see if it actually zooms in on anything. Which is basically the understanding that your heart's true desire is going to lead you where you need to go. So it's not really about this person, it's about you in your life. So then the clarifying card that we pulled up, I just pulled a general one because it's kind of going in the middle, is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is about a test. It's causing anxiety, it's causing nightmares. So some of you are having a lot of anxiety because you haven't heard from this person, and that's part of your lesson too. your lesson is to learn how to be unconditionally happy. And that means that if you don't hear from this person, the sadness does not come in because you're noticing a lack of that person. And what's that doing? It's creating more lack. Yeah, so the card that pulled up since it's going in is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is about nostalgia, looking back in time. If you look, she's kind of looking in the mirror. For some of you, you haven't heard from this person, and so you're just reliving the times that you have experienced with them, and what it's doing is it's not letting you move on into the future to have more interactions with this person. All right, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear, how long has it been? Where do you think they are? What do you have you had this happen before? It's also interesting because we've been on for 5 minutes and 55 seconds. We have 555. So there are things happening for you. So definitely let me know what's going on. All right. So this is for the people who chose the little green gem. This is why you have not heard from the person who you want to hear from. So this is the what they're focused on, the energy, yes, no, maybe question, and then a goddess who wants to help you. And then we'll also use the pendulum to ask if you should move on. Okay, so what they are focused on is coming in as the reverse Six of Swords. So the reverse Six of Swords is about being stagnant and not being able to move on. So they're focused on the fact that they're stuck. They're stuck in something. So their energy is the seventh chakra, which is the crown chakra, which is a really good place to be energetically. So this person is really, because they're stuck, they've been really trying to get to their higher self. They've been meditating, they've been working on reading books, they're doing things to better who they are. So the yes, no, maybe question, the answer is no, not possible. It's out of your hands. The universe says this goes against your life's purpose and goals. So then we're going to ask the pendulum if you should move on. And if it lands on the yellow, which is ask a friend, then we pull Avery, no, no. Then we pull another yes, no, maybe card. Avery, he loves this thing. To show you guys. He's right there trying to get it. Of course, now he's just looking at the floor, but 2 seconds ago he was looking at this. Okay. Should the watcher move on? Okay, so the pendulum answered yes, you should move on. But I feel like for your situation, it's not actually like moving on to another relationship. It's really moving on from the heartache and realizing that you don't need to sit around and wait for this person to be okay again. So a goddess that wants to help you is Isis, past life. This situation involves your past life memories. All right, that's interesting. So you may have some things going on that are pulling up from your past lives about being ignored or not being picked. You really need to do your own soul searching in this situation. All right, well, I would love to hear from you, love to hear what's going on with you and this person, and if you feel like you should move on, or if you feel like that would never work, you just can't, that would break your heart, I would love to hear all of your feedback. All right, so this is for the third group that chose the word laugh. So we have what are they focused on, their energy, a yes, no, maybe card, a goddess that would like to help, and then we'll use the pendulum to ask if you should move on. So what they're currently focused on is the reverse Ten of Pentacles. And the reverse Ten of Pentacles is about being lonely and about having conflict in your family or having some failure financially. But I feel like this group of people, it really is about loneliness. You haven't heard from them because they don't want to be rejected and they're not reaching out. So the energy that they are in is the thinking man, but I feel that this energy is actually overthinking. This person could possibly use you reaching out to them. In order to open up, they need you. So the yes, no, maybe question is yes, support. If you are open to support, you will find success. Others will want to join you in your venture. And then the goddess that wants to help is Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demand on your time and energy. So then we're going to ask the pendulum if you should move on. And then if the pendulum lands on the yellow, which is ask a friend, we will pull a yes, no, maybe card to get further clarification. Yeah, this person definitely needs you to reach out to them. So don't reach out to them in a way of like, where have you been? What's going on? Do it more like, hey, I'm really thinking about you, and I just kind of feel like it'd be nice to say hello. Okay, so then when asked if you should move, should you move on? The yes, no, maybe oracle pulled up no. Heck no. You know it's a bad idea. You can tell with your intuition that it won't work. Go a different route. So basically, the cards are like, don't, you shouldn't move on. So the clarifying for that support card actually pulled up as the devil. And the devil is about addictions and focused on something. I really feel the energy for this person is that they are focused on the fact that they feel lonely. So I would definitely reach out to them. Uh, and you're the only group that had that clear of a like, yes, go for it, reach out for them. So I would do that. Be gentle. All right. Well, I would love to hear how it goes when you reach out to that person and see what goes on. And then we are going to do what's in the box. So this is something that I will project on the screen, and then we'll open that box when we are ready. So I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And what is in the box is a little silver medallion for Cancer. And on the back it says ingenuitive. So this would be if you saw like a crab or Cancer or anything along those lines, that is what was in the box. So I look forward to hearing if you were able to intuitively know what was in the box. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.